personal performances, of course, as a player, dating back over the past many decades. As Anthony Riccio hits a single right up the middle, he's going to be on board. Next up, left fielder Alex Wolf. So you've had a lot of experience as a player, certainly a ton of experience, 15 years of coaching experience basketball. You started as a manager in 2005 baseball. So now you're turning to becoming really an instructor for the young athletes. What made you decide to start your own business, Klausman Elite Sports Performance?
Yeah, to be honest, I thought about it for a while. The dream and the thought really came to fruition pretty much this January, in the middle of the winter. My wife and I started talking about some things about, how can I best serve the youth of this community with the knowledge I have in those sports. While at the same time, I stepped down from being the head coach at Altoona a couple months ago. It just, with my family, we have 4 little kids, 8 years old and younger. So with the chance to kind of stay involved in sports and, kind of be able to set my own schedule and work when I want to, kind of started taking the right steps to make this dream come to as a reality. And it was a lot of hard work to get set up, and we just started our instruction and our lessons this week.
Wow!
And I've been truly blessed so far. I really thought I'd be kind of busy this summer, but I can't thank the community enough for the support. Within a couple of days of putting it on Facebook and getting it out there, my entire schedule for the summer has been full already. And just kids have been working so hard, and just a lot of fun to get out and, like I said, pass on a lot of knowledge to the kids in this area and be able to kind of work something on the schedule when I want to.
Yeah. Well, I think it's, the huge level of interest that has been sparked already certainly goes towards your character and reputation in the community. Of course, you've been around for many years in both sports, both basketball and baseball. What are some of those services that you're offering to the kids as part of Klausman Elite Sports Performance?
So with Klausman Elite Sports Performance, we are when I say me, I'm instructing right now. So what we're offering here just to start out is individual and small group workouts and lessons in both basketball and baseball. And as I said on my Facebook introductory post last week, it's so vitally important. So I was very lucky growing up to have coaches that taught how important the fundamentals are of sports and how important at this age from 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, so many kids miss out on that much needed fundamental growth where they get into game situations and a lot of people think that's all they need to do. That's not true. I feel like a lot of the good things I did as a player in those sports were definitely instilled in me for my coaches, even younger than this, at 6, 7, 8 years old. And, those fundamentals are the big building blocks for kids when they get to the high school level to see. Then you have your X and O's come into play, and that fundamental basis is there. That's how kids truly become really good athletes and optimize their potential. But I really thought, starting this business, I think always look at supply and demand in an area when you're starting a business. There's in my opinion, a huge demand in this area right now. There's a lot of interest in sports. A lot of parents want to get their kids the help they need to get them better. And you think about the supply in our area, not a whole lot of it. So I really want to take advantage of that and get kids going, especially in the summer when a lot of parents, including myself, want to get kids off the tablets, off the Xbox Ones, and keep them going. So, like I said, so far I've been truly blessed to get it started on a good note, and I couldn't thank the community for the support enough.
Oh, absolutely. And as we get ready to start the bottom of the first inning, Holsinger's turn up to bat. Leading off for Holsinger, pitcher Carter McConnell. It's Carter McConnell. And speaking of the game, Jared, you're also a coach for Holsingers, so I appreciate you taking some of the time out from doing your job there in the dugout. Speaking about Klausman Elite Sports Performance, your website, I was reading earlier, talks about how you want to make sure you're offering specific instruction for the specific player. And what I mean is when you typed about, you want athletes to come in and work on things that they feel like they need work on. I think that differs a lot from the traditional, sort of prescribed notion as in, okay, come on in, here's what we're going to do. There's really just a monotony and a routine. So why is that so important to you, that those individualized lessons?
That's a great question. The cookie cutter way of, training kids, back 20, 30 years ago, is, if you're a college coach, you can recruit certain players to your system, the way you do things.
Yeah.
When you're working with young kids, I think you do not want to hinder every athlete you work with in any sport, whether it's tennis, golf, baseball, you're going to have kids all do different things well.
Now batting second baseman, Lucas Farabah.
And I think with those things the kids do well, you want to really find those 2 or 3 things of the skills they have already and really try to build in those skills and find some things also to make them better. But I just think the cookie cutter way of training kids or getting kids better, I think is kind of obsolete now, where you can specialize in so many different things and find things that kids do well and really build in those skills to play almost to what they do well. And I think the communication with parents when you're working with kids is so important. Like, hey, you sign up for lessons for me, but what do you want to see your kid get out of this?
Yeah.
It's not about what I want to see your kid get out of it. It's what do you want to see? And that feedback from parents says, hey, can you concentrate on these 2 or 3 things? Or, I've seen him struggling with, his opposite hand ball handling in games last year. Can we work on that a little bit? And that's just where communication, I'm a firm believer in communication solves a lot of issues before they even happen. And I think communication in this business is huge where you get parents' feedback to do.
Next up, first baseman Dane Lechner.
To do what they want to improve on, which I think is a big part of it.
Absolutely. Fantastic. And your building is located at the Nehemiah Project, which for folks who are from the area may know that as the old Wright School building. What are some of those unique aspects of that building that drew your attention to it? And can you talk a little bit about what it looks like inside?
Yeah, it's a great facility. I had not been in Wright Elementary in a long time.
Yeah.
And we had the opportunity on the second floor now from Elite Performance, which is a little organization down there. They have a great baseball facility. There's almost a whole infield and AstroTurf, 3 or 4 cages. And then the basketball gym sits there. I mean, it wasn't being used for most of the year. So when I thought about starting this, I thought, what a better place to start there and utilize those facilities. The people at the Nehemiah Project have been phenomenal to work with. Allowing me to use run those facilities out with my business. And the setup in there is great. Full length basketball court with different baskets to use, enough room to get a lot of things into small group work. Whereas opposed to other spots in the area, you're talking about maybe 1 basket. You can't get more than 2 or 3 kids in there.
Oh, yeah.
And then baseball-wise, it's just a great facility. Like I said, 3 or 4 cages. You have room to do some infield work if you want to, work on base running, and get some kids hitting all at the same time. So it's been great. Like I said, it's been 3 days, but it's been great so far. And it's always great to be busy when you start a business.
Absolutely. And for some of you alumni of Wright School out there, you may want to go stop in and reminisce on the old memories from Wright. So and stop by Klausman Elite Sports Performance while you're at it. As we're wrapping up here there goes Dane Lechner down on strikes. That's going to be the second strikeout here for pitcher Bryson Geyer of Park Home, with Thomas Browse up next. So we have two outs on the board. Next up, shortstop Thomas Browse. So Jared, where do you see the future of Klausman Elite Sports Performance going? Is this something that is, you're really starting out, of course, you're only 3 days in it, but you're starting out as really a instructional clinical setting? Is this something that might branch off? I know we've seen some places in the past to, kind of start teams or tournaments, or is there anything like that in the future, or is it too early to tell?
In the short term, I really want to get off the ground this summer and take advantage of, everyone being off school and trying to find things to do and provide that service. Right now, in the short term, looking at just staying as myself only, like I said, giving a small group individual instruction.
Sure.
I would eventually like to branch out a little bit into, finding some different leads throughout the summer to provide camps also. I think you want to, anything you can provide to the consumer, I think is important. If someone doesn't have the financial capability or the time to commit to, let's say, an 8-week group workout, being able to have these little camps for 3 or 4 days here and there that can, I can get my kid involved for a week, get some fundamental skills in, and work on myself the rest of the summer. So, in the future, in the coming year, so I'd like to offer some camps also in different sports, in baseball and basketball, and continue to grow our client base. And just the biggest thing for starting this business is to provide this for kids in the area. You feel like it's not just in sports, but if you're an engineer, if you are a business owner yourself, any information you can pass on to the next generation, where you might inspire someone to be an instructor also 30 years from now.
Sure.
Passing that torch on, getting kids involved. I think this is a great area for sports. Look at everything we have here. We have Lakemont Park Men's League, all that great facility out there, and so many great buildings where things happen here in Altoona, and a very, very rich sports tradition to keep building on month by month, year by year.
Absolutely. Well, we're heading into the top of the second inning. It's still a tied game, a pretty quick first inning. Before we let you go, Jared, of course, as a coach of Holsingers, you may be a little biased, but can you tell us, out of this game specifically, what can we expect out of it? What's the key, do you think, to kind of holding off this this surging Park team and keeping that perfect season alive?
Well, I mean, you're getting the time of the year now with Little League Baseball where, being around the game, umpiring here for a lot of years and, playing, obviously. This is the time of the year where you see teams really start to take off. You see very few teams this time of the year, 18 games in, start to stagnate. You either really start to take off or you start going downhill and you're not really a contender. These two teams right here, I mean, to speak about Park, them first, I mean, Steve Luciano and Matt must tell you those guys do a phenomenal job with their kids. They have a great nucleus of older kids that have been together for a long time, and they're serious contenders and defending champions to repeat again. We as the Holsingers team have been playing a lot of young kids the last couple of years, and we're finally coming to our, seeing kids being 10, 11, 12 years old with a lot of experience. And I think, you see two great strike throwers in this game in McConnell and Geyer, and I think with this game here, it's going to be about who can find that one run.
Leading off for Park, third baseman Cameron Klinger.
Who can find that one or two runs somewhere? He's going to have a lot of strikes thrown. Who's not going to have that costly error? The thing with Little League Baseball is if you pitch strikes and play good defense and put the ball in play, you're going to have a high percentage to win that game. And both teams do that really well here tonight.
Absolutely. As Carter McConnell throws first ball here to Cameron Klinger. All right, Jared Klausman, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
And thanks for your sponsorship. With Klausman Elite Sports Performance, we're going to be putting up contact info on screen throughout the broadcast, and we wish you the best of luck moving forward.
I appreciate it, Jordan. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the good things you're doing for the league. This broadcast is awesome. Having the game of the week and having the radio guys here the other night. This league is really taking off, and you're a big reason because of it. So thank you.
Hey, absolutely. Jared Klausman, thanks so much. Good luck out there in the dugout.
Yeah.
All righty, here's a foul ball, 2 strikes, and Cameron Klinger is the third baseman for Park Home here this evening with some beautiful weather along Pleasant Valley Boulevard in Altoona. And we have one comment that has came in so far as Cameron Klinger goes down on strikes swinging. That's the third strikeout for Carter McConnell here today. Now batting catcher, Leanna Williams. Rose is watching live on Facebook, rooting for Park. And it just so happens that she is rooting for Leanna Williams, who is up to bat right now. Thank you for watching, Rose, and tuning in. We appreciate your support. I'm sure Leanna appreciates your support as well. So here's Leanna Williams up to bat, taking the first strike. Taking a second strike. 0-2 count, 1 out. Oh, 2 count, 1 out. The pitch by McConnell. Strike 3 on Leanna Williams. Carter McConnell coming out hot with 4 strikeouts out of the first 6 batters. Next to the plate, first baseman, Natalie Baker. Here's Natalie Baker. Takes ball 1 outside. Ball up. Sean Hudson's watching live on YouTube. Shouting out Brianna and Deshaun Hudson. I'm sure they appreciate your support, Sean. Thanks for tuning in and commenting. Speaking of Brianna Hudson, she'll be leading off for Holsinger Plumbing in the bottom of the second inning, so stay tuned for that, Sean. Natalie Baker up now, though, with a 3-0 count. Make that 4-0, and Natalie Baker's heading down to first base with a walk. Now batting right fielder, Colt Sipes. Here's Colt Sipes, the number 8 batter for Park. Strike number 1. And there goes, oh no, it's going to be a fake out by Natalie Baker. Starting to run to second base and then halting. You don't want to mess with this catcher, Deshaun Hudson, behind the plate for Holsinger. Swing and a miss, 1-2. The top 2 teams in the standings facing off right now. It's Park Home and Holsinger Plumbing. Strike 3. Carter McConnell on fire here this evening for Holsinger Plumbing, and we are heading into the bottom of the second inning. It's 0-0. We'll get that score on screen for you. And we will be right back, folks. Stay tuned. Leading off for Holsinger's center fielder, Brianna Hudson. All right, here's Brianna Hudson. Fouling one off to start the bottom of the second inning. Zero, 0. And Brianna getting some love on YouTube as she hits one to center right field. It's going to the wall, hitting off the ARC sign. She's rounding second and heading to third. Brianna Hudson will stop with a stand-up triple, or a triple, should I say. Brianna Hudson. We'll leave the comment up by Sean. Go Brianna, because that's exactly what just happened. Brianna with a fantastic triple to start off the bottom of the second, just what Holsinger needed. A triple brings up third baseman Cannon Shields. Here is Cannon Shields. He's the third baseman for Holsinger. Sheena Dick sending love for Brianna on Facebook. And now for Cannon. Cannon Shields, number 6 batter. Here comes Brianna Hudson, and she's going to score easily. We have ourselves the first score of the game. It is going to be Holsinger with a 1-0 lead here in the second. Updating the score for you right now. Ball outside. It's 1-0 in the second as Cannon Shields fouls one off. Please return foul balls to the dugouts. It's a 2-2 count with no outs. And Kristen Pierce rooting for Cannon, watching live on Facebook. Thank you, Kristen. Ball outside. It's a full count. Oh, watch out. That ball goes behind Cannon Shields, and he's heading down to first base with a walk. So a good start to this inning for Holsinger's Plumbing. Now batting left fielder Xavier Faribault. Here is Xavier Faribault, the left fielder for Holsingers. With the bunt attempt, he's going to pull back and take a strike. Strike number 1. Another bunt attempt. And he pulls back again. 1-1. That time he gets contact, but it's going to go foul. 1-2 count. Bryson Geyer on the mound for Park. His second inning pitched. That ball's fouled off. A good at bat here for Xavier Faribault. Getting that pitch count up for Geyer. 2-2 count. Oh, a great at-bat for Xavier Faribault as he walks. And we have a timeout by Steve Luciano, manager for Park Home. 2-time ABA champion manager, longtime manager at this league, spanning several decades. We will wait for him to finish up his chat with infielders and pitcher Geyer. Send in those comments, folks, where you're watching from, and we'll put it on screen. We've had over 11 countries tuning in around the world to these live streams so far this season. Several different states. Now batting catcher, Deshaun Hudson. Here's Deshaun Hudson, catcher for Holsinger, and he's going to attempt to bunt. It's going to be a foul ball. I believe contact was made. So it's an 0-1 count. Another bunt attempt. He pulls back and takes a strike. So it's 0-2. Deshaun hitting away, presumably. There's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop, Riccio. He throws it to third base, and he gets the out at third. A heads-up play by Riccio there at shortstop. That's going to be a fielder's choice. So Deshaun Hudson gets on first base. First out of the inning for Park. Fielder's choice brings up right fielder Trenton Faribault. And here's Trenton Faribault. Bunt attempt. He lays it down beautifully. And he's going to be out at first base. Catcher Leona Williams throws it down to first baseman Natalie Baker for the second out of the inning. Runners advance. And now both runners are in scoring position. Trenton Faribault getting the job done. This Holsinger team utilizing some small ball here in the second inning. Next up, pitcher Carter McConnell. And Carter McConnell will be up now for Holsinger. He walked in the first inning. Takes ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Left-hander Carter McConnell has hit 1 out of here this season. 1 of 4 players to hit a home run over the fence. He also leads the league in inside the park home runs as he takes another ball. A dangerous batter offensively. Certainly Park understands that, as they throw 4 straight balls to Carter McConnell. Now batting second baseman Lucas Faribault. So bases are loaded for second baseman Lucas Faribault with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Strike number 1. Ground ball up the middle, and here comes runs for Holsinger. 1 run will score. And the ball's going to get in relatively quickly. So it's going to be Xavier Faribault scoring. Everyone advancing on a Lucas Faribault single up the middle. And here comes Dane Lechner. RBI hit brings up first baseman Dane Lechner. Here is Dane. Score updated for you on your screen. Holsingers 2, Park 0 in the second inning. So Bryson Geyer in the first inning got the top 4 batters out for Holsingers. But then the bottom of the lineup, the middle and bottom of the lineup for Holsingers really coming out strong in the second inning, helping Holsinger take a 2-0 lead. Ball outside. Strike number 2. So it's a full count with 2 outs and bases loaded. Park needs to get out of this unscathed here. Giving up 2 runs already. Cannot afford much more. And they're going to give up another run. It's 3-0. Next to the plate, the shortstop, Thomas Browse. Here's Thomas Browse. He has bases loaded. And he's going to foul it off. 0-1. There's going to be a ground ball. Caught by Klinger, the run to third. They call him out. And that will be the 3rd out of the inning on a fielder's choice to third baseman Cameron Klinger for out number 3. And we are going to the 3rd inning. It's 3-0. Holsingers leads it. And folks, we do want to give a shout out to our presenting sponsor of today's broadcast, none other than Klausman Elite Sports Performance, located right here in Altoona, the old Wright Building. Check out the info on your screen for more. Leading off for Park, center fielder James Davis. Welcome back, everyone. It's 3-0. Holsingers leads it in the third inning. Carter McConnell on the mound for Holsinger as a bunt attempt gets pulled back for a 1-0 count. Carter McConnell with 5 strikeouts already through 8 batters. There's going to be a blooper. It's down, and it's James Davis leading off the third inning with a base hit for Park. He advances to first, and suddenly we're in the top of the lineup for Park home. Leadoff single brings up the pitcher, Bryson Geyer. Here's Bryson Geyer. One runner on. Park has the top of the lineup here. Certainly room for growth. And that ball's going to be down, but picked up, thrown to second base by Lucas Faribault to get the first out of the inning. A nice comeback by him. Fielder's choice gets Geyer on first base. Fielder's choice brings up second baseman Mateo Williams. Here's Mateo Williams. Fouled off. One count. There's going to be a throw to first base. It's Deshaun Hudson trying to catch Bryson Geyer sleeping down there. But Geyer has his head up. And he's safe at first. There's going to be a ball and a catch. A great catch out there in center field by Brianna Hudson. It's a diving catch. Great catch makes it 2 outs here for Holsinger on the field. That brings up shortstop Anthony Riccio. So a nice diving catch by Brianna Hudson brings up Riccio. He's going to hit a high ball to center field. It's over the head of Hudson. And here comes Geyer rounding third. The ball's going to the third baseman. And here comes a play at the plate. And he's safe. Bryson Geyer's going to score the first run of the inning, the first run of the game for Park home. As Anthony Riccio has a double for Park. RBI try brings up left fielder Alex Wolf. So we'll update that score for you on screen. Park home is on the board. And there's going to be another one. Here comes Riccio rounding third base and heading for home. He's going to score. And it's 3-2. Holsinger leads it. On an Alex Wolf double. RBI double followed by the third baseman Cameron Klinger. The score is 3-2. Holsinger still leads it, but this 2-out rally for Park spells trouble. 0-1 count on Cameron Klinger. That ball's fouled off. Carter McConnell trying to get out of this inning. He's given up 2 runs following up what was a perfect first 2 innings on the mound. Ball outside, 1-2 count. Ground ball to the second baseman, Faribaugh. He fields it, the throw to first, and he gets the third out of the inning. And Park puts up 2. The score, 3-2. Holsinger leads it. We'll put that updated score on screen here for you. Three to 2. Last week, Drenning Delivery nearly upset Holsinger Plumbing. They were leading for the majority of the game, and it came down to the bottom of the 6th inning. So how exactly did that happen? Well, we asked Drenning coach Jared Prugar for an answer, and he provided one. Prugar says, Drenning almost pulled off the upset because of our quality pitching. We threw strikes, and our defense played really well. We put our second baseman back deeper than usual and planned to attack the zone outside, and it worked. So Drenning Delivery, who is trying to fight for a playoff spot still, down there at the number 8 seed, almost ended the perfect season for Holsinger Plumbing last week. And it's been the talk of the league. And special thanks to Coach Jared Prugar, manager of Drenning, for providing us a comment on what exactly happened. And if you're Steve Luciano, manager of Park, watching right now from the dugout, you might want to take note. Thanks, Jared Prugar, for providing that insight for us. As we are now in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and it's a 1-run game. That special thanks to Klausman Elite Sports Performance for sponsoring the broadcast here. The ticker at the bottom of your screen shows where they're located, and that's the former Wright School building. And here we go. Leading off for Holsinger, center fielder Brianna Hudson. It's Brianna Hudson's turn. Taking ball number 1 low. Bryson Geyer back on the mound for Park. Strike 1 call on Hudson, who made a tremendous play out there in center field, a diving play. We have a little jingle here at the field on the computer system to play the ESPN tone, the web gem effect, you might want to call it. And I went ahead and pressed it when Brianna made the catch, and it's a rarity to get one of those, but she certainly deserved it. 1-2 count. Ground ball to the shortstop, Riccio. Plays it nicely, and the throw to first with the out to Natalie Baker at first base. Brianna Hudson grounds out. And that's Cannon Shields up next. Now batting third baseman, Cannon Shields. So here's Cannon Shields in the bottom of the 3rd. He walked in the 2nd inning. And that one's going to be fouled off. Heads up, Dale Klausman over there on the first base side. Foul ball heading his way. Bobby McManus is watching live on Facebook. Bobby, thanks so much for tuning in. We gave Bobby a tribute last week during the broadcast. Long time umpire here at AABA. 33 years of service, and Bobby retired last week. Certainly his presence is missed, but he's not far away as he's watching live on Facebook. Come on down, Bobby, whenever you want. You always have a place here in the press box. As it's a 1-2 count now on Cannon Shields. One, two. Ball outside, 2-2 count. Megan Harrell's watching on Facebook. Turn up the jams. Hoping that both teams have fun on a nice evening. Megan, thanks for watching. And your wish is my command. I just bumped up the music. We'll see if some of the neighbors might mind later on. That ball's going to be up and caught by Leanna Williams. That's the 2nd out of the inning. Leanna Williams, nice play there. Brings up Xavier Faribault with 2 outs. Now batting left fielder, Xavier Faribault. So last inning, this middle part of the lineup for Holsingers was very much potent for the Park team. But right now, things are looking pretty good for Park. If you're Bryson Geyer on the mound, getting through the first 2. Swing and a miss, 1-1 count on Xavier Faribault. He walked in the second inning after what seemed to be a 10-pitch at bat. That's going to be a blooper. Will it be caught? Yes, it will be. 3 up, 3 down on that catch made by Mateo Williams. We're getting into the top of the 4th inning. This game is halfway over, but the fun is only just getting started. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back after this quick break. Leading off for Park, catcher, Leanna Williams. Leanna Williams leading off here for Park Home in the top of the 4th inning. The score is 3-2 in favor of Holsingers. But Leanna Williams and team will try to put a stop to that here pretty quickly and see if they might be able to tie things up or possibly take a lead. Jess, watching live on Facebook, rooting for Leanna. Thanks for watching, Jess. And let's hope Leanna hears your cheers from afar. 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. That's going to be the first out of the inning. And Carter McConnell's 6th strikeout here tonight. Natalie Baker up next. Now batting first baseman, Natalie Baker. Here is Baker with 1 out. She walked in the 2nd inning. Strike number 1 taken. Bit of a high pitch. 0-1 count. That ball is low. 1-1. 2-1 count. Beautiful weather here this evening. Live from the Joseph M. Sheets Youth Baseball Complex. Fouled off. 2-2 count. That's going to be a ground ball. Caught by third baseman and out at first base. That third baseman's Cannon Shields with a great play to get Natalie Baker out. On the receiving end of that throw was Dane Lechner. So we have ourselves 2 outs. And Lucas Musatelli subbing in now. Now batting right fielder Lucas Musatelli. It's Lucas Musatelli's turn. He's the right fielder for Park. He'll take ball number 1. Musatelli enters the game for Colt Sipes. Fouled off, 1-1 count. Lucas Musatelli getting some advice from first base coach, also known as his father. So we shall resume here. The 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One-two count with 2 outs. Carter McConnell on the hill. Strike number 3. Musatelli goes down swinging. That's going to be McConnell's 7th strikeout here this evening. And we are going into the bottom of the 4th. It's a pretty quick game. And it's anyone's guess as to how it might end. Don't go away. We'll be back after this. Welcome back, everyone. Leading off for Holsinger, catcher Deshaun Hudson. Deshaun Hudson leading off here for Holsinger Plumbing in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ground ball. It's through for a single, leadoff single by Deshaun Hudson. He makes his way to first base. Trenton Faribaugh up next. Leadoff single brings up right fielder Trenton Faribaugh. Bryson Geyer still pitching for Park. It's a close one, a 1-run game. Holsinger Plumbing undefeated. That ball's going to be fouled off for a bunt attempt, 0-1. Holsinger's is 17-0. Park home 13-2. Can Park end the win streak tonight? We'll find out. Bunt attempt. It's down foul. 0-2 for Trenton Faribault. He grounded out on a bunt attempt in the second inning. He's now getting the green light from manager Brian Faribault. So here we go. Swing and a miss. Strike number 3 on a little bit of a soft pitch by Geyer. Now batting pitcher Ricardo McConnell. And it's Carter McConnell's turn. He is the leadoff batter for Holsingers. Sean Hudson giving some love to Deshaun Hudson. 1-0 count. Two-0. That's 6 straight balls thrown to Carter McConnell in his last 2 at-bats. 3-0. A 3-0 count. Carter McConnell not getting many strikes here this evening. Perhaps intentionally. Strike number 1 there. 3-1 count. Everyone knows the kind of damage that Carter McConnell can convey when he's at the plate. There's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. Caught. And there's an out. A tough out to get. But it's Mateo Williams who gets the job done. Ground out to the second baseman. Second out of the inning. Or fielder's choice, I should say. Fielder's choice brings up second baseman Lucas Faribault. So Carter McConnell is on first base. Deshaun Hudson heads back to the dugout. And Lucas Faribault steps to the plate with 2 outs. Fouled off. So if you're Park home, you're feeling really good about the fact that you're cutting and chipping away at the bulk of this Holsinger lineup while there's 2 outs on the board. Because where Holsinger really racks up those runs is when they pretty much have a field day in a clean slate with no outs. And that's not the case here. 1-2 count. Ball outside.
That's a good pitch, Bryce.
2-2-2. It's through, a base hit for Lucas Faribault, his second hit of the game. Carter McConnell to second. And we have 2 runners on for Dane Lechner. Could we get ourselves a 2-out rally here for Holsinger? Now batting first baseman Dane Lechner. So here is Dane. He's got the runners on. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Ball high. Coming up in the next inning for Park home is the 9-1-2 batter. Certainly damage could be done there if you're Park. Strike 2 called on the outside corner. Dane Lechner down in the count. 1-2. Big pitch. Strike number 3. Geyer sits down Dane Lechner. And we're going to the 5th inning. Park only down 1. They are closer than many have been to taking down Holsinger Plumbing. Can they do it? Stick around and find out after this. Leading off for Park, Colt Sykes. Welcome back, everyone. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Park Home is up to bat, and it's Colt Sykes who's back in the game. This time he will be filling in for James Davis in the 9 spot. The number 9 hitter. Carter McConnell, 5th inning pitched. He's still going strong at only 54 pitches. Strike number 1. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Our presenting sponsor is Klausman Elite Sports Performance. Thanks to them for sponsoring. Check out their Facebook page. Basketball and baseball instructional lessons by Jared Klausman. 2-1 count. That's going to be a strike. Swinging. 2-2. There's a ball right up the middle. A great stop by Faraball, but he's not going to throw it. He's not going to throw it. And there is a leadoff single for Colt Sykes. And here comes Bryson Geyer, the number 1 batter for Park. Leadoff single brings up the pitcher, Bryson Geyer. Here's Bryson Geyer. Ball high. Whoa, watch out. Colt Sykes heading to second base. He'll be safe there, as that's a wild pitch past catcher to Sean Hudson. Bryson Geyer, the pitcher for Park, trying to help himself out. As he has a runner in scoring position, it's a tying run in scoring position. Oh, it's going to be caught! Great catch by first baseman Dane Lechner. A huge out for Park. The first out of the inning. Now batting second baseman Mateo Williams. So 1 out. Mateo Williams batting now for Park. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Rose is rooting for Mateo as he takes a second strike. 1-2 count. That's going to be a ground ball played by McConnell. The throw to first in time. The throw to third in time as well. It's a double play. And Holsinger gets out of the inning. A huge series of events for Park Home. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. We will be right back. Do not turn away from your screens wherever you're watching from, because things are just starting to get interesting. Leading off for Holsinger, shortstop, Thomas Browse. And we're back. Thomas Browse is leading off for Holsinger here in the 5th. And he swings and misses as we have a new pitcher entering the game for Park. It is Anthony Riccio, substituting for Bryson Geyer, who had an electric performance, holding this explosive Holsinger offense to just 3 runs. Geyer ends the day with 6 strikeouts from the mound and 4 total innings pitched. So a job well done to Bryson Geyer of Park. Riccio throws one down, and I would say throws one down in the dirt, but we are on a all-turf infield now here at AABA. So he throws it down into the turf. 2-1 count. That's going to be fouled off. Watch out if you're parked along the Pleasant Valley Boulevard. You may be getting a special present from Thomas Browse in the form of a baseball. 2-2 count, no outs. That one's fouled off. Good at bat here for Thomas Browse against Riccio. That's a ground ball. Shortstop Geyer. Throw to first. Way over Natalie Baker's head. And Thomas Browse is going to get himself a base hit as he was outrunning that ball. So Browse leads off with a single, and Brianna Hudson is up next for Holsinger. Now batting center fielder Brianna Hudson. Fun fact, Brianna Hudson hitting her first home run of the season the other day on Monday night. Congratulations, Brianna Hudson, on the home run. One of only 4 players to hit a home run this year over the fence. 0-1 count. A bunt laid down by Hudson. Riccio throws the first, And they get the out. That's a tough out to get. Brianna Hudson, a speedster. But that sacrifice bunt will take Thomas Browse over to second base. Next up, third baseman, Cannon Shields. Here's Cannon Shields. Ball low. Browse stays at second. A swing and a miss. Browse advancing to third base. He'll be there safe. So we have a runner in scoring position. One count. Strike number 2. Cannon Shields flew out on a foul ball to the catcher, Leona Williams, last inning. And a swing and a miss there. Cannon Shields will go down on strikes. Anthony Riccio picks up his first strikeout here today. And Tayden Pincheri is batting next for Holsinger. Now batting Tayden Pincheri. So here's Tayden Pincheri. He's entering the game in place of Xavier Faribault in the number 7 spot. And he'll take a ball. Thomas Browse waiting there on third base. Desperately trying to cross that plate and try to expand this Holsinger lead. Here comes Thomas Browse. The play at the plate. Safe. Holsinger leads 4-2. Thomas Browse gets in there quick, and Pincheri still up to bat with 2 outs. Strike number 1 taken. There's nobody on base at this point for Holsinger. So it's a 2-run lead. And Park will have their last at-bat coming up in the next half inning. Two. And the hold there by Pincheri makes this a full count with 2 outs. A big pitch here from Anthony Riccio. Ball number 4. Pincheri to first. Next up, catcher Deshaun Hudson. Here's Deshaun Hudson. He singled in the last inning. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Great crowd tuning in right now. Wherever you're watching from, Facebook, YouTube, whatever state you're watching from, or country, thanks for watching. 0-1 count. That ball's fouled off, 0-2, with 2 outs. Deshaun Hudson. With 1 runner on, it's Tayden Pincheri. We'll see if we can get him home. Ground ball to Geyer at shortstop. The throw to second, caught. And it's going to be out number 3 on a fielder's choice. And we'll go to the top of the 6th inning. This is it. If Park can't score 2, the game will end. We will be back, folks, after this. You don't want to miss the ending of this one. Can Park stay alive and live to fight another day? find out next.
Guys, let's go. We can hit. All right, let's go.
Welcome back, everyone. It's going to be a nail-biter of a finish. Leading off the 6th for Park, Anthony Riccio. That ball is going to be popped up and over the head of the right fielder. There goes Riccio rounding first. And he's heading for third. Oh, he's going to be stopping at second base. Riccio's in there with a leadoff double. Just what Park needed. Leadoff double brings up left fielder Alex Wolf. So Anthony Riccio starting things off just the way Park needed him to. Alex Wolf, who had a huge double in the 3rd inning, he's up now. He'll take ball 1. Carter McConnell is going the distance here. 6th inning pitched. He's at 69 total pitches. If he can secure this win, it will be a complete game. Alex Wolf with an advantageous count. 2 balls, no strikes. No outs, most importantly, as Park needs 2 to tie it. That's fouled off. Oh, and folks are looking over there at the parking lot as we did hear a bit of a bump. So apologies if you're parked over there. 2-1 count, Alex Wolf at the plate. That ball's low, 3-1. It was close. He's got the green light. He's swinging away. Alex Wolf, the chance to close this gap here in the 6th inning. Oh, it's going to be fouled off. 3-2. Big pitch coming up. Here we go. Alex Wolf. Payoff pitch by Carter McConnell. Strike number 3. Alex Wolf goes down on strikes. Huge at bat there for Holsingers, getting that first out of the inning. Next up, third baseman Cameron Klinger. So Cameron Klinger is up next. That's going to be line drive to center field. Brianna Hudson it'll go past Hudson. Riccio's coming in to score, and it's now a 4-3 ball game. Hope is alive here for Park in the 6th inning. And we're going to get a timeout called by the Holsinger coaching staff. A big hit there for Cameron Klinger, who was coming in that at bat 0 for 2 tonight. But he got the hit when it mattered. And it's now a 4-3 ball game. And we're going to have a special pinch runner here right now. It's going to be a new runner coming in, number 3 for Park Home. Entering for Cameron Klinger as Leanna Williams steps to the plate. RBI hit brings up catcher Leanna Williams. So here is Leanna Williams. It's a 1-run ball game. Holsinger's undefeated this season. Okay, there goes the pit. Oh, the special pinch runner gets there, safe and sound. All right, the tying run is in scoring position, folks. And here's Leanna Williams batting for Park with 1 out in the 6th inning. Holsinger's has not had a scare like this since last week. Really, their only scare of the season was against Drenning Delivery last week. And now they have another one. It's against Park Home, the number 2 team in the standings. Giving it their all to try and end this perfect season for Holsinger's. 2 balls, no strikes. Fouled off. 2-1 count. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Big pitchers. Fouled off, staying alive. Carter McConnell is at 79 pitches. He has to be pulled from this game when he hits 85. If you're Holsinger's, you do not want to have to pull Carter McConnell from this ball game by any means. Strike 3 called on a bit of a floater by Carter McConnell. His 9th strikeout of the game. Here's Natalie Baker. Now batting first baseman Natalie Baker. It's a 1-run ball game. Natalie Baker's up to bat. Takes ball 1. Runner on second base. He would tie this game for Park. Ground ball up the middle. Fielded by Faribault. Bobbles at the throw to first. The out at first base. He's out at first base. And that'll do it. The final score of this ball game is 4-3. As the teams are lining up to shake hands, the final score is going on your screen right now. There it is, final score. Holsinger's 4, Park 3. Wow, what a great game. And certainly a privilege to broadcast this. Holsinger's perfect season stays alive. They move to 18-0. And the season is winding down. There may not be much longer until Holsinger's can claim an undefeated season. So that'll do it for us here live at the Altoona Area Baseball Association. Final, Holsinger's 4, Park 3. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Those who were commenting live on Facebook or YouTube. Appreciate you stopping by. I'm Jordan Rowe behind the microphone. Special thanks to Klausman Elite Sports Performance for sponsoring the game. Check them out. And we will see you all next time, live from AABA. Final, Holsinger's 4, Park 3. Have a great night, everyone.